Welcome to the Creative Cast. I'm your host, Tammy Munson, podcast producer, coach, and CEO of Wildfire Creative. Are you struggling to grow and monetize your podcast? Want to learn more about starting your own podcast? Are you looking for the secrets behind the business side of podcasting? Well, friends, you are in the right place. Here on the Creative Cast, I'm going to be sharing all the tips and tricks on all things podcasting for the faith-based podcaster. Each episode is going to contain powerful information to help you get started with your own podcast, learn the secrets of building a business, and of course, growing and monetizing your podcast. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get started. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Creative Cast. And it is Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. So today's going to be a very short episode, probably a little shorter than usual, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about Thanksgiving, being thankful, and of course, gratitude. Now, I cannot do an episode on gratitude without thanking each and every one of you. There would not be a Creative Cast podcast if it wasn't for you. Listening, sharing, leaving reviews, asking questions, all the things. I love y'all more than queso, and y'all know how I feel about queso. Also, a big thank you goes out to everyone that makes all the things possible with Wildfire Creative, and that is my team, Michelle, Alyssa, Lorelee, Alex, and Fury. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do for me and all of our clients and greater podcasting community. Okay, so why is it important to be grateful? Well, when things are tough, it's so easy to focus on the negatives in our life. It causes us stress, and it's these difficult seasons that we go through. I mean, it's just the way life is, right? There's going to be great times and there's going to be not so great times, or let's be honest, hard times. And I can say that even with all the challenges that I've had in my life, and there have been a few, I find myself grateful for them. I'm grateful to God for those experiences, the people I met, the people that helped me during those hard seasons, and of course, the lessons that I learned. All of it helped move the needle forward. It helped shape me into the wife, mother, entrepreneur, leader, and woman that I am today. But it's not easy to go through. And I remember when my therapist first mentioned practicing gratitude many years ago, I was in a really, really hard season. This was probably 24, 25 years ago now. Just entered the world of parenting a special needs child, very, very angry with God, and just trying to make it through each day. And I'm sure that I gave her one of my Enneagram 8 facial expressions. And if you know, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You probably have seen it on a video or talking with me. I guarantee you've seen my facial expressions. But anyway, I digress. Once I started doing this practice, y'all, it was a game changer. It was a life changer, actually. It positively impacted so many aspects of my life, ranging from better mental health to even relationships. So today I wanted to explore the benefits of being thankful and how to practice gratitude to make it part of your daily routine. Now, living a life of gratitude can, like I said, bring an amazing amount of positive changes. And it really helps you notice these little wins, like the sun is shining on a particularly cold Iowa day, someone giving you a compliment, or just having a fun evening with your daughters, playing rock band or watching a funny movie. Because once you start adding gratitude to your daily habits, your well-being improves. Your mental and physical health changes for the better, and it helps you notice the joy and the happiness and all the good things in everything that happens to you, not just the bad stuff. Y'all, I even noticed my sleep got better. And like I said, my relationships improved, not just with my spouse, but friendships improved, relationships with family improved, and I was able to let some things go. I didn't get caught up in the details. So, how does gratitude actually change you? Now, many researchers, many people in the mental health space are Thanksgiving experts. And no, I don't mean like Thanksgiving dinner type of experts, like how long to cook the turkey or how do you manage all the things, but they are experts in gratitude. And they even call gratitude a moral barometer because many people who practice gratitude tend to feel happier, are less depressed. They're able to get rid of some of those toxic emotions like envy or jealousy or frustration. Now, I was recently reading a blog post that said that writing in a gratitude journal is beneficial for everyone, those who are mentally strong and healthy, as well as those who are struggling with mental health or well-being issues. And the study that they were referencing actually found indicators of how gratitude influenced our mind and our body. Because having gratitude releases us from those negative emotions by shifting our attention away and focusing on the positive emotions. Now, gratitude, like podcasting, is a long-term game. It may take time to start really feeling the benefits of it. So you need to be patient with it. But expressing gratitude to people or things in our lives has lasting effects on our brain. And it even helps to retrain our brain to be more sensitive to gratitude, which helps improve our mental health over time. You know, the thing about living a life of gratitude and being grateful for the things in your life, I could say that I felt more at peace, a little lighter, and more satisfied with things in my life. And all these emotions and feelings are connected with an optimism and really empower you to see 5 years down the road with optimism. Especially true when you're not really sure what 5 years in the future is going to look like. Because we all have had those moments and we all know that the decisions that we make, the actions that we take in our life depends on our thoughts, and focusing on the negative brings more negativity. Now, I'm not trying to be toxic positivity here, but gratitude helps you notice these good moments, these positive moments, which helps boost your optimism and, frankly, your positivity. Now, according to the study that I was reading, so that the gratitude regions relate to the brain, the part of the brain that control heart rate. So feeling grateful helps you relieve the stress in your life because you start feeling more satisfied with your life. By shifting your attention from these toxic emotions helps make you feel better and experience few aches and pains because it helps you develop a stronger immune system. The other thing that I've noticed, it helped me sleep better. Now, according to Psychology Today, just spending 10 to 15 minutes writing a few lines expressing what you're thankful for before going to bed can help you sleep longer and better. And who couldn't use better sleep, more sleep, right? I know I can. It's a midlife thing, I think, y'all. Now, one of the benefits, like I said, of doing gratitude journal or showing gratitude each and every day can help your relationships. And there's numerous research out on this and how one person practices gratitude, it can actually help their significant other, their relationship with their significant other. So one study said that people may feel more motivated to build relationships with those who do something for them. And it's gratitude that can boost the quality of their relationship in these cases. And that feeling of appreciation is an essential part in maintaining relationships, all of our relationships, whether they're with colleagues or listeners or coworkers or even more of the romantic relationships. As my friend Donna Jones recently reminded me on her podcast, that by not expressing gratitude or appreciation is almost as bad as not being grateful at all. in your relationships because the other person doesn't know. They're not mind readers. So if you don't tell them, how are they going to know? How do you get started practicing gratitude? Well, my suggestion is start keeping a gratitude journal. So what I do is every day for about 15 minutes, I write down 5 things that I'm grateful for. If you can't find 5 things, write 3 things. You don't need to spend hours on this, just 15 minutes, but do it every day. Y'all know how I feel about consistency in all things. And the things that you're grateful for shouldn't be, thank you God for everything. It's maybe that the sun is shining today on a cold November day. Or that your teenage daughter said thank you and didn't roll her eyes at you. Or your husband made you a snack while you were editing your podcast. Some of the small things. So here's some real talk, y'all. Okay, I've been keeping a gratitude journal all these years, and it's really been amazing and life-changing, especially when I went back and looked at during those really hard seasons, and I would read some of the things that I said, and I would read some of the things that I was grateful for. And this practice that I've done for years and years and years has even created a stronger relationship between God and myself. There's just something about looking at the small things, the minor details, and being grateful for them helps me to appreciate the bigger moments. And of course, everything in between. So even on the days when I'm struggling with chronic illness, or we lose a couple of clients because of the state of the economy, or whatever it is, I can see God's work in it. And I can go back and I can look to see how he is there through the whole thing, leading me to the next thing. Now, this power of writing it down is just, it's crazy how it works, and it's amazing. And in fact, I read a book earlier this year called The Power of Writing It Down by Alyssa Fallon. Y'all, this book is amazing. It is so, so good. And if you're interested in learning more about how the power of writing it down works, I highly recommend you read this book. Allison shows us the power of how the power of words can change our stories, our narratives, to bring healing to our lives by utilizing the power of perspective. I mean, that's what gratitude is. It shows us all about how if we shift our perspective, if we shift our mindset, amazing things can happen. So I dropped the link for the book in the show notes. Now, okay, time for some news that you can use. First up, I just want to say happy birthday to our friends over at Libsyn. Yes, Libsyn turned 18 this past week. Now, they have been around forever in podcasting land. They are the original OG podcasting hosts. I absolutely love them. We are a partner with them. If you are looking for a new podcast host or you need one for your upcoming podcast that you're launching in 2023, definitely go ahead and check out Libsyn and go ahead and use my coupon code to get 2 months free. And the coupon code is just Wildfire. Of course, all that in the show notes for y'all. But also, something I recently became aware of. So Apple Podcasts has quietly started adding episode topics to podcast episodes. So a big thanks to Dan Meisner over at Bumper for this information. Now, not every podcast will have topics added, but most of what I've seen is the really big podcasts out there. The Daily and Joe Rogan and all the really big nationwide podcasts. Now, you can't see these publicly. That's why the Apple's being a little sneaky about this. But our friends over at Pod News has created a nifty little search tool that allows you to search what topics, if any, have been added to your podcast. So go ahead, check the show notes over on the website at wildfirecreativecompany.com. So that's about it for this special Thanksgiving episode. We will be back to regular programming next week. If you liked this episode, let me know, and we'll do more of these in the future. But on Monday, we are going to be talking about email marketing and using email marketing strategy to help promote your podcast. Because not everything's about social. Not everything's about social. So I hope that you and yours have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. For us, this week is all about family. My college daughter is coming back into town. We're going to be seeing my husband's family and then even his extended family for a special event that I'll tell you all about next week. Like I said, I'll be back on Monday. Y'all have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye, y'all.